Hi everyone, my name is Anna Anders, humbly here on this YouTube channel. It's towards the end of the day and I'm shooting my first video here. Tried earlier, but I was a little too late with my granddaughter coming over this morning, but just wanted to shoot some videos and throw some shout outs, so that's what I'm doing right now. And my face is a little flushed because I'm tired. I'm really tired. It's been a long day, but that's okay. Anyhow, got up this morning, did my meeting this morning real early, bright and early, and then got on with my day here. And in the process of that, I was reflecting about angels with halos and horns. And I'm going to say that I'm an angel, but I also have my halo, but I have my horns too. And what I want to say is, Carrie and I both, this last couple weeks, we've been getting spiritual challenges from people, from female energy actually, to be specific. And one was my sister Jackie that had called me. I'm sitting down. I need to stand up. I don't like the way the camera looks at that angle. So anyways, my sister Jackie had called me a couple weeks ago, and so that kind of turned into some negative mojo for myself, and it usually does, because we are not trying to reciprocate positive relationship stuff. It's relationship stuff, and it's not coming from me. It's old games that she plays, and I'm not going to play them. So I'm not going to recycle relationship stuff here. Too old, too tired, too mature for that bullshit. Okay, so that's where I'm at with it with my siblings. So, and I've laid my cards on the table as of last year after the family reunion. So everybody knows where I'm at pretty much. So, and they know where I'm at, not just emotionally and spiritually, but physically. So if they want to get a hold of me, they can pick up my phone. They can pick up their phones and call me. If they want a relationship, I'm not looking for relationships. So, in the meantime, though, so that kind of triggered some things for me, and I thought, wow, let me look at this, because it's coming at me, so I need to examine it. So, with regards to my other half, recently here, the other day, she was at work, and her coworker ended up calling her a bitch, a female. So, after working hard all day and stuff, and so Carrie got called a bitch, which... that came out of the mouth of her coworker. The very next day, her coworker apologized and was crying about it. So that was cool, and Carrie actually gave her a hug. So, and it's so funny because that same night that Carrie came home, because I asked her, how was your day today, hon? And she was like, oh my God, a day from hell, and I got called a bitch. So, when that happened, I said to Carrie, I said, well, let's go to the pool. Let's just do our Calgon Take Us Away at the pool and do the hot tub and all that good stuff. And so we get to the pool, and I do my aqua exercises in the pool, and then Carrie chose just to kind of kick back in the hot tub. Well, while I was in the pool area with a guy who was teaching a water aerobics class, and a bunch of ladies my age and stuff, we were all just having nice conversations and stuff. All of a sudden I heard this lady like hollering from the hot tub and stuff, and so what happened for Carrie then was her and this other guy, who's a very nice guy, what happened was this lady just started hollering at both of them and going off on them. So it was like she attracted this negative female energy twice in one day. And I actually told Carrie when she came home the following day after her coworker apologized to her and Carrie gave her a hug, I said to Carrie, I said, that's interesting. I said, because I swear to God, when I go back to that Y to go swimming again, if I see that lady that was in the hot tub, I'm going to ask her, do you need a giant hug? Like, do you need help with something? Because obviously if people are so damn angry, it's like, it's not really that they're angry. I think behind the anger is the hurt and the frustration and whatever. So, and that's kind of what came to my mind's eye that day when I was reflecting about how bad of a day Carrie had with those two ladies. And then Carrie came home and ended up telling me her coworker apologized, and then Carrie looked at her in her eyes, and Carrie said she seemed really sincere. So Carrie said, do you need a hug? And she said yes. So Carrie gives great hugs. So she gave her a good hug, and I think things are going to shift a little bit. In the meantime, You know, I've been doing all my meetings and stuff in the 12-step rooms here in corrupt Cleveland, Ohio, and I'm going to continue to feed my soul, my spiritual mojo, and medicine that I need from the 12-step rooms here. And more specifically, I'm working on my food addiction issues, because that seems to be the present day problems for myself, and physically, emotionally, and just all that stuff. The other 12-step rooms, I feel like I'm doing okay. So, and I do go to other meetings as well still. But in the meantime, I've just been focusing on my food addiction issues, and I feel really good about that. In addition to doing my exercises and staying busy and trying to be held accountable with the food that I put on my plate each day. But I gotta be honest, the struggle is so real, because my weakness is sugar, flour, and wheat. And I don't want to weigh and measure my food. So Food Addicts Anonymous, that's a weigh and measure 12-step program. That is not for me. It's just too much of a commitment. I know I can't do it, and I will break my abstinence. So I decided to opt out of Food Addicts Anonymous and go into Overeaters Anonymous. So that's what it is, people. So if you have a food addiction issue, you might want to look these support groups up online and see for yourself if you think that you might have an issue. But what I want to do here is I want to read out of this book today. This is a meditation book that I bought. And today's reading was so perfect, emotionally and spiritually speaking, because of the energy. Because I got up this morning just reflecting. And even yesterday, I went to a 12-step meeting, and a lady sat behind me, and I'm thinking, I don't care for this lady. I don't care for her energy. I don't care for her, because I've met her in another 12-step meeting hall room. And, you know, people that are prideful, arrogant, and egotistical, I want nothing to do with them. And it's hard for me to be around, cactus-like, thorny people, you know. I don't want to deal with it. So I kind of have to detach from myself right now. And I just got to, know that I got to take good care of myself in these 12-step rooms, because we're all sick and suffering, you know, and it's not my job to really judge people or anything like that, but what I want to do is take better care of myself in the 12-step rooms, because I have not done that in the past. I've trusted everybody with everything, emotionally, spiritually, and to tell you the truth, I'm sorry that I trusted the people that I trusted in the past. So, but I got to remember the 12-step rooms are for the sick and suffering, and it's any meeting is like a hospital pretty much. And so the real doctor is higher power, and he's going to take care of us during that hour, hopefully. But I also got to work hard to take care of myself, because, I'm not looking for drama queens in the 12-step rooms, or drama kings, or attention-seeking whores, you know. So I'm going to bypass that stuff as much as I can. Let's see, March 23rd, and I got 2 sets of glasses here on my head, and I'll keep them on because I like the way my hair looks back. So, okay, March 23rd. We don't love qualities. We love persons. Sometimes by reason of their defects as well as of their qualities. To love the whole person is not the same as thinking so and so is fine, but I may sometimes wish friends could be free of certain shortcomings for their own sake. But it is those very defects mixed in with their fine qualities that make up the total personality of those who are dear to me. Do I really accept people's defects, or do I secretly demand perfection? I'm going to repeat that line. Do I really accept people's defects, or do I secretly demand perfection? Going from person to person in a futile search for the ideal friend/friends, I'm going to say. This is a question I must consider carefully, for the answer shows not merely how I feel about others, but how far I have progressed towards self-acceptance. For today, recognizing that I still have a tendency to expect perfection in myself and others is a good beginning in letting such expectations go. And then I wrote at the bottom, okay, God, perfect for me, this reading, okay? So true, guys. You know, how do I say this to you? I don't judge people. I mean, generally, when I'm meeting new people for the first time, I give them always the benefit of the doubt. But time always tells the story. Time always tells the story. and behaviors, people's behaviors will tell on them before they even speak. So I really watch people's behaviors, and I don't mean to say that, but I do, and so I try to like look for consistency and loyalty and respect, and no games. If I feel people are shady or something like that, I want no part of them. I don't want no part of them, because there's nothing going to come out of the dynamics of all that. It's just spiritually and emotionally and physically toxic and corrupt. And there's nothing I can do to fix that, and I know that, spiritually speaking. So I really have to let go and let God, and those are the dilemmas that I think that we're all faced with in the 12-step rooms. And when I go into a meeting hall, I don't go there to just take up oxygen. I go there because I'm trying to listen to what it is God's trying to tell me, and what it is that I need to see and do for myself. So I know I'm getting a spiritual exercise for sure, because last night when they closed up the meeting last night, the chairperson, he brought up the word love. And honestly, after he brought that love word out, I made a comment. And my comment was, yeah, so-and-so, and I'm not going to say his name because I'm going to keep it anonymous, but what I said was, you know what, so-and-so, I don't have to love everybody in these rooms. I don't even like some people in these rooms, and I know that they don't like me either. So let's be rigorously honest, not rigorously dishonest and deceptive, and let's just stay on our side of the road of life and just come in and get what we need to get and get going, and do it respectfully. So that's my thought about it, and that's where I'm at. And, this morning I was like contemplating and meditating and saying, well, Anna, are you being overly sensitive or underly sensitive for yourself? Because these I don't know, character traits or whatever might be the issues. So, I take notes in my meetings. I take notes for myself after meetings, after prayer and meditation in the morning. I try to hold a mirror up to my being, to see if I'm being soulfully and spiritually grounded and with integrity. That's what I want to say, with integrity. And if I am, then I just don't want to engage with corrupt stuff. And yes, I got issues. I got trust issues with politics from local to global, because everything politically speaking these days is corrupt and tainted. And I know that because I'm a peace activist and because I do my homework. I don't sit around getting my nails done or my hair or, whatever, or drinking, smoking, getting high. It's just like, that stuff does nothing for me. It doesn't feed the soul, the person here, the being. It's not good. And matter of fact, it's not conducive to my way of life. It's not healing. It's distracting. And the only thing that addiction issues bring is drama, trauma, and chaos to my being. And I don't want it. I don't want to participate in that kind of party of life anymore. So, but I do want to participate in prayer and meditation and go to my meetings and be of service to my primary loved ones, my children, grandchildren. I feel very fulfilled with my life that way. And then I got trust issues with ladies, women, okay, not all women, but women that just have, I don't know how to say this, probably those women that, oh, I got my hair done today and look at me kind of a thing, but there's no brain, lights on, the lights are on, but nobody's home, okay? They're more worried about how they fit into a pair of jeans, what size, whatever, small sizes or big sizes or whatever, or how they look, or what designer bag or shoes that they're dragging around with themselves. I just can't deal with it. I'm boring that way, people. Sorry, family, friends, fellowship folks. It's just, that's the nature of me. And sports and all that stuff and the Illuminati TV games and all that, it does nothing to fulfill me. Okay, I find it interesting and intriguing to do homework, to compare, contrast information and share information, but otherwise, you're not getting this brain attached to those you're not getting this brain attached to those globalist hidden agendas, 1%, parasitical elite, purple mafia. It's just not going to happen. So that's what it is, fellowship folks. And to tell you the truth, I prefer male energy over female energy 9 times out of 10. And that's just the nature of me. So that's where I'm at today on the planet. I don't know what to say. I'm humbly Anna Anders. I plan on going to my 12-step meeting halls for my meeting and my medicines. I humbly plan on being kind and respectful to people. But if there's people I don't like, I'm going to humbly try my damnedest to avoid them and to move out of the line, because I want nothing to do with them. You know what I'm saying? So, and they'll tell on themselves sooner or later. And as they do, then I detach, spiritually speaking. So, but that doesn't mean I remove myself from 12-step meetings, because I need that medicine too. And I've earned my seat as well in the 12-step rooms. So that's where I'm at. I've allowed people in the 12-step rooms to chase me out, and it's really not cool. And to also have me arrested for being a peace activist. You know, because I had a sponsor who was a pro-warmongering, indoctrinated, you know, being. So that's what she was, and didn't have a higher power. So, and I always talk about my higher power. So that's where I'm at, and I'm going to make sure in the future, if I don't hear people talking about their higher power, chances are I'm not going to hang out with them. You know what I'm saying? Because I just can't relate for myself currently. So that's where I'm at. I'm humbly Anna Anders. I'm going to turn off this video and see if I like it even. Thank you. Bye-bye. Talk to you later, guys. Peace out.